Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my corner of the internet. My name is Jason and today we're playing some Space Quest 10, Latex Babes of Estros. Kidding, it's Space Quest 4, but they like to change the top title bit whenever you go through time. Anyways, last time we were, walking around, we got grabbed by a pterodactyl, dropped in a nest, avoided the sequel police, and now we're surrounded by a bunch of ladies in bathing suits with harpoon guns, and they've just told us to get into the sub. Apparently Roger has, we'll say, a bad history with, this lady here, so maybe we should go ahead and just do what she says. But first, let's go ahead and take a look at things, because there are things to look at, and there is dialogue to be heard.
The submarine has a sporty look to it, distinctly hydrodynamic compared to those fine vessels you've traveled aboard recently. She looks like she might be familiar to you someday. However, the gun in her hand looks like it could limit the chance of any lasting relationship in the future, or the past.
Wait, in the past? Oh yeah, I guess that would make sense.
This one looks committed to finding out just how good you'd look on a spit. Her spear gun is pointed in a direction that eliminates any need for second thought.
Alright, let's see if we can go ahead and talk to them. I don't think I've ever really tried that.
The time for talk on your part appears to have passed. Speak now, and forever hold your pieces. You talk to yourself.
I do that often.
She looks completely uninterested in conversing with the likes of you.
Alright, let's go ahead and smell things.
This is not a good time for vessel sniffing.
Really?
You can bet she smells better than you. Better just speculate on this one, or you'll be snorting spear.
Now, it's not normally in my nature, but I know somebody's gonna want me to do it, so we're gonna use the mouth icon.
Best to keep your taste buds packed away right now, Buckwheat.
Alright, I have a feeling that we're just gonna get that message for all of them, so let's go ahead and jump on into the sub, as we have been ordered to do. And they're gonna go ahead and, well, this is gonna confuse me. Only one jumps in the sub with me.
Say, there's an odd-looking specimen. Say, there's an odd-looking specimen.
I like looking at the various things while we're...
You hope these women soon realize that they must have the wrong guy.
But there's only one in here with me.
A spotlight illuminates the floor of the cave as the sub makes its way through the eerie darkness.
There it is.
You're not sure what it is, but you bet it would look cool spewing through the propellers.
I don't know, that line always stuck out to me.
This is Sandra. We are approaching checkpoint 6. Prepare to open the tunnel door.
What have I stepped into this time? You think to yourself, as the Latex Babes submarine makes its way through the eerie blackness.
Activate the door.
I love how the lights are pointed at the ground and not into the area in front of them. But yeah, I could be wrong, but I seem to recall that, okay, the two other ladies who were up on the rocks, they did not get into the sub, but if, I could be wrong, but I think that they actually get out of the sub here. I might be remembering wrong. If they don't, I'm not too sure how they got down here. And if they got down here, why did I have to get into the sub if they were able to beat us here? Yeah, so not taking the sub, she's able to beat us here. Unless that's a different one in a green outfit, but I'm assuming that there's only 3 of them. I think there's only 3 of them. Let's see.
Say, there's an odd-looking specimen. It looks like they have quite a fortress here. It looks like...
Alright, same sort of thing. Is that the only thing I can do? Yeah, I can't walk, and I can only use my other actions. What if I use my hand? Can I try to grab the gun?
You'd better not. She looks like she knows how to use that gun.
Can I talk?
Talking isn't getting you anywhere with her.
No, I'm pretty sure that there's nothing I can do here. Okay, so yeah, it's just the one that comes with me. But I'm still curious, how did the other ones get here ahead of us? Like, we were in a sub. I don't know how they got here. But yeah, their gang's all here.
Sit down.
Sit down. Yes, ma'am.
Comfy, Mr. Wilco?
Hey, what are you doing? Let me go, witch.
Shut up. Your whimpering sickens me. I'll teach you not to run out on me. Thorine is quite knowledgeable in the ways of torture. I'll let the two of you get acquainted. Thorine, do your stuff.
With pleasure, Zandra.
This is really scary.
Let me introduce you to a friend of mine.
It's a leg hair remover thing.
This is EpiRip 357, the most powerful hand hair remover in the universe, and it's capable of shaving your legs clean off. I've always wanted to see a man shave with one of these, but I guess you'll do. Now you'll know the meaning of the word pain.
That was actually synced up rather well. Oh no, what's going on?
It's a sea slug! Run, girls!
Now's a good time for me to save the game, because we're strapped to a chair, a giant monster has come out of the water, and they've decided to go ahead and chicken out. I could go ahead and save this as surrounded by death as well, but we're gonna just call this Slug, because there is a slug there. Now this puzzle, this part of the game never really made any sense to me whatsoever. It was cool, but it made no sense to me. So basically we're tied to the chair and it's like, I'm going to eat you, Wilco, and you're like, oh no, please don't eat me. Alright, now that I can look around, let's examine.
You are in a crude, state-of-the-art sea cave.
I'm trying to look at the tongue
You
thing.
are in a... This switch activates a laser.
Wow, I can tell that just by looking at it?
Hot lights glare in your face, making you very uncomfortable.
I just need to look around. I need to see what's going on.
Stainless steel instruments cover the surgical tray. Some of them look vaguely familiar as veterinary instruments. Roger Wilco, Space Guy! Roger...
Okay. So basically, I don't know, he just decides to keep his hand like that and he gets munched. Because I didn't feel like doing anything.
We're glad you could play Space Quest 4. As usual, you've been a real pantload.
Now, something I actually forgot to show off. If you get eaten by the slime in the sewers at the beginning of the game, you have the similar bag, but it says Slime Chow. I should show that off, but I forgot to. Oh well. So we're gonna reload our save and we're gonna go through this two other ways that this whole scenario can play out. Well, there's technically 3, but we're just gonna look at 2 others. One of them actually being a good ending. So the slug comes out of the water, and he's decided, all right, he's gonna have us for lunch. I still don't understand why the things come off the chair. Like, if those restraints stayed on, I could have just stayed attached to the chair and it would never get me, unless it just came up onto the, ground. So we hit the button with our thumb because Roger just decides, oh, my arm is still stuck in place. But it zaps the tongues and we're able to get out of the chair, and we're like, yes, we are Hero Guy. But it still wants to eat us. So, what are we gonna do? Well, we're gonna grab one of these things right here. What is that?
You see what looks like highly pressurized oxygen tanks.
Gee, this kind of gives me a flashback to Jaws. I wonder what we could do with this. Come at me, slug. So basically what you're supposed to do is go ahead and click on the slug with the tank, but I waited too long because I'm a dummy, and while we defeated the sea slug, we were eaten in the process.
I'm sure the latex babes appreciate your sacrifice. Too bad you can't experience just how appreciative they are.
And this time we're gonna do things the right way. Boom! We throw the tank into its mouth, and it goes down. I guess it didn't like eating, compressed oxygen.
Our hero!
Wow, that didn't take much. Where'd all your guns go? Like, why didn't you start shooting at the thing? I guess they just wanted us to get
Wasn't
get
he
eaten.
great, girls? Well, Raj, I guess we can call it even. Thank you for ridding our fortress of that slimy, awful sea slug. I know I can't blame you for backing out at the last minute. I guess I was a little overbearing. Sorry. Can we still be good friends?
Well, now, wait a minute. Let's talk about this.
No, Roger. You were right. You don't need to spare my feelings. It just wasn't meant to be. It's better this way. Well, girls, I feel like celebrating. Let's go shopping!
I love how Roger almost seems kind of like, wait, we don't have to be just friends. No, whatever I said, I must have been high or something.
Meanwhile, back in Space Quest 12...
Oh no, it's Vohal, and they've got one of the Time Ripper guys.
Well, what have we here?
This is the rebel scum we captured in the Space Quest 4 time sector. He had just aided Wilco in escaping. The readout on his time gun indicates that Wilco was successfully transported into this time sector as you feared.
That is no longer a concern. Wilco will surrender to us once he has learned we have captured his son.
Gasp!
Then he will be destroyed once and for all.
So evidently we have a son. But we don't know that. We can't use information like that. You know, it's bad role playing to use out of game information. You're metagaming at that point. Our character, Roger Wilco, does not know he has a son at this time. And we now arrive at the Galaxy Galarama. And I think this is the one place where we don't have death around every corner. Like, we could still die, but...
Sail!
And we will never see them again. Because they just decide to take off and, well, we never see them again. I always found that a little strange.
You pick up the ATM card.
I probably should have looked at what it was, but... instincts, I'm like, all right, okay, I know what to do at this part. We go ahead and pick up the card. So let's go ahead and take a look at what's in our inventory. That way there, at least we can kind of see what we just got.
An Autobucks Teller machine card.
Yay!
You can't do that.
I can't touch it? It must have some sort of anti-friction thing on it that repels my hand. I don't know. So we're gonna go ahead and save things here because we are now at the mall. And now it's time to go ahead and start shopping. So, there right in the center of the mall, we have this Skatorama. We won't need to play around with that just yet, but that will be important later on in the playthrough. Now, this part here is kind of like, I find Space Quest 4 and Space Quest 1 have some sort of similar beats. If you look at like the story beats, I find Space Quest 4 and 1 are pretty similar in a way. You know, they start off with a very hazardous starting area, but I guess there's not really a timer element. And then, you know, you're kind of rushed along by constant threats until you hit about you know, partway through. And in Space Quest 1, it's Yulin's Flats, where it's kind of like an open area where you can sort of explore and junk. And then there in Space Quest 4, you know, you have the Galaxy Galleria. So let's go ahead and take a look at each of the stores in this mall before we start really, you know, we'll say doing anything. Because we don't really know what we're doing at this point. Like, what is our objective? We can't get back to where we were, so we don't have a time pod anymore. So we're once again stuck without a means of locomotion.
This is Socks, a high-class, high-priced dress shop. In the window, a robotic mannequin struts its stuff. This guy, or is it a gal, doesn't look like anybody or anything you've ever seen before.
All right, so let's go ahead and actually get things started off by walking into the ladies' clothing store. Because why not? Like I said, let's explore this entire area. I like that there's a lot to explore at the mall. Like, there's a lot of different shops, a lot of different things, and it all gets used, so it's pretty cool.
All the best dressed bipedal female fashion slaves shop here at Socks. The dazzling decor is just eye-numbing enough to make the price tags hard to read. Wow, you think to yourself, this place is fancier than Fredericks of Uranus. You check out the clerk. You've always had a thing for women with antenna. The skin color and cape make a statement. The kind taken in police stations. It's a nice outfit, but you're not sure you have the midriff for it. Fringe. Would that be too daring? Would stripes look good on me, you wonder? Those boots are attractive. You like the shoes, but the stripes might make you look overweight. Hey, not bad for a robotic mannequin. The latest in swank fashion, displayed in a number of horrifying colors.
Really, the narration, the way Gary Owens delivers those lines, it just, I don't know, it's amazing. It really comes across with that, almost, it's kind of like this sarcastic, this snarky tone to it. Maybe not sarcastic. Yeah, snarky sounds a little bit better, but it's got an attitude to it that I really like. We do need new pants, and Roger seems like he's okay with this.
Are you sure you got the right store, hon?
I'm not sure. I think I'll just look around for a bit.
Let us know if we can help.
Roger seems like he's okay with wearing women's clothing, so let's go ahead and can we
While
browse?
enjoying this banquet of fashion, you wonder what you might look like in one of these cute little frocks. Hey, what kind of thing is that for a studly guy like you to be thinking? Get a hold of yourself, fella.
All right, so right now there's nothing we can really do here, but I just wanted to check it out. So let's go ahead and leave the store and move on to the next one.
Thanks for shopping at Saks.
Now, I'm trying to remember which. Yes, I always hated these, we'll say conveyor belt like things because they made navigating the mall such a pain. Come on, make it. There we go. Because they move you a little bit quicker than you can sort of walk. Well, not quicker, but it's close to the speed that you can walk. So a lot of times it'll sort of keep pushing you and it's hard to get off at the stop you want to. Like, for example, at the arcade, because that's totally where I would want to stop. Let's go ahead and take a look at the arcade. Because there's video games in there. We can play video games within a video game. It's like video gameception. All right, let's take a look at this.
As you look around the arcade, you see that some of your old favorites are still working. Monaco Princess Stunt Driving, Choke and Croak, Ghetto Blaster, and Dweeb Hunter. The air is filled with smoke, sweat, and ozone, reminding you of your favorite cologne, Night in Programming. Gazing at the wastebasket, your impulse, nay, your very instinct, nay, the very fibers of your being, scream out for you to pick up that garbage. But you're too busy.
That's right, I'm just busy standing here. Let's see, can we do anything with the garbage?
You resist those inbred custodial tendencies to collect garbage. You have much more important garbage to tend to.
What garbage that is, though, we still don't know. Let's take a look at some of the machines if we can.
The sign says Ms. Astro Chicken. How strange that nobody is playing it.
I know, we played the, we'll say the classic Astro Chicken in Space Quest 3. I wonder why nobody's playing this. I guess that's the one game that we can actually play. Let's go ahead and take a look. Are any of the other arcade machines detailed?
Your best score on Captain Zappo was 251. This kid has 15,290,912. Watching this fine youngster brings back fond memories of your youth. Little did you know that all those hours of playing Blazin' Paddles were in preparation for being a space guy hero type. As you look around the arcade,
Okay.
the Ghetto Blaster game is completely socially irredeemable, gratuitously violent, and without a doubt, the most popular arcade game ever.
I can only imagine what Ghetto Blaster is. I'm like, man, I want to play Ghetto Blaster.
Watching this fine youngster brings back fond memories.
Okay, did I misclick?
Watching.
No. Alright, so we can't, I think each one of the youngsters gives the same message.
Watching.
Yeah.
Watching.
But we can still look at the games, I believe.
The change machine looks like a time machine more than a time machine looks like a time machine. For a change.
So we have a change machine. I don't think we'll necessarily need that, but actually, I wonder if it takes ATM cards.
Nothing happens.
Probably not. And since we already have change, I don't think we need to use the change on that.
Gazing at the wastebasket, you're in.
No.
As you look around.
Alright, so I think that's about it.
As you look. Boy, you'd think after all these years they'd come up with something more sophisticated than frogs jumping from log to log. This game, Dweeb Hunter, reminds you too much of your present predicament. And guess who the dweeb is? This slime flyer machine has seen better days. It's some sort of video art form. Looks like a hand throwing a pizza. It's some sort of video art form. Looks like a computer-generated fractal simulation of a washing machine.
All right, now that we've gone ahead and looked at everything, sorry, I had to look at everything. I just needed to. Let's go ahead and actually try out the arcade machine. First, though, I would like to save the game. No, it's not because I'm fearful that we're going to end up in a Space Quest 1-like slot machine situation. It's just because I can't remember if I need every penny I have. I think I'll be fine. I think I'll be fine. I can't remember if I'll be fine. I think I just need to not spend all my money. Let's go ahead and try this out at least.
Touching anything in here might be...
So let's go ahead and play Miss Astro Chicken by Scumsoft. Scumsoft? I can't remember how to play this. Okay. That's right. We want to drop eggs on top of the villains. And the eggs kind of come out at some... a sort of a strange arc. So let's see... Nope. I miscalculated. So you get scored by basically egging your opponents. Wow. I actually used to do really well at this game. We'll try this again. I got this. I got this. I don't think you actually get anything from playing this game. I think it's honestly just a fun little addition they put into the game where you can just sort of play Miss Astro Chicken. So you click around using... Oh, I see you. All right, there's egg in your face. Media Vision. I actually don't remember that because I mostly played the CD version, so I'm wondering if that was one of the things removed in the CD version. So we got flying squirrels, dogs, and other various obstacles that we need to avoid. And like I said, I really don't think there's a point to this. I think we just keep going until we win. But it's a nice little distraction. I actually, like I said, I remember actually playing this quite a bit, which is kind of funny because it's, like I said, just a minigame. Okay. Oh yeah! Double shot, or double headshot, or something. We're doing amazing. I don't remember how to get more eggs, though. I don't know if you can. Oh yeah! We're down to 2 eggs. How do we get more eggs? I don't remember. 1 egg remaining. Is there stages? I don't remember. Oh yes, that's right. Right. You grab this. And then sometimes they have an obstacle in the way. So if you don't pull up quickly enough, don't pull up early enough in time, you're gonna get shredded. Oh yeah, I made it. I am amazing. I am the Miss Astro Chicken. I've got to say, this game is a lot more playable than the Astro Chicken in... Oh, no! Okay. I thought I missed that one. Than the one in Space Quest 3. Oh, no! It's okay. It's okay. I got 1 more life. I got 1 more life. I can do this. Oh, I see you. Oh, I missed. I wasted an egg for nothing. Now, I can't remember if the game... Yeah, I think the game does actually get a little more challenging as you go on. We'll say obstacles are placed in, we'll say, a little bit more strategic places, and... Oh, man. You know when you come back to a game after a while and you're like, oh, that was easy, but then you're actually remembering from when you were younger and you were practiced at the game, where you had actually gotten a lot of time in with it. So you're remembering when you were good at it, so you're like, oh yeah, that game was easy. Yeah, because you were good at it at the time. Now, I'm like coming back to this years later and I'm like, oh man. Like I had like a formula down before, and I was just playing. I had a score, think it was a couple hundred. It was a high enough score. Oh. Yeah. That one was not worth it. Because you hit the fence and that's it, you're dead. So, let's take out the 100. I'm gonna try to maybe get, like, try to get a score of, like, 100 or something. Just to say I got it. I'm like, yes! I have a score of 100. Oh! 2 with 1 egg! Yes! I am the Astro Chicken! Sorry, I'm getting a little bit more excited about this than I really... Oh. Yeah! There's egg in your face. I love how worked up I am about this. I'm like, yes, I'm playing Astro Chicken! Or, sorry, Miss Astro Chicken. Which, like I said, is I'd say a superior game to the original Astro Chicken. But then again, the original Astro Chicken was made by the two guys when they were, we'll say, being held against their will. This may have been, oh, actually, that was Scumsoft. This is not even a game by the two guys. How disappointing. Nah, I'm not even gonna try for that one. All right, let's go underneath the flying squirrel. Oh yeah, we're gonna need to pull up. I'll grab like. No, yes, I made it, and I got a score over 100, so we are good. So next time I die, we're gonna go ahead and stop. I don't know. Like I said, I'm pretty sure this game actually plays no actual role in the overall game. Like in Space Quest 3, when you completed you played Astro Chicken for a while, you know, you got the secret message. But in this game here, like, it's just honestly it's just a mini game for you to have fun with. And if I recall correctly, oh yes. There you, I missed you. If I recall correctly, back in the day, there were these discs. I remember seeing them in the computer store that had a collection of mini games from various Sierra titles. So there was, I believe, I think Skimmer Racing Skimmer Driving from the VGA version of Space Quest 1. I think it had Miss Astro Chicken on it. I'm trying to remember. I'm pretty sure it. I seem to remember that. I know I'm not going crazy, or maybe I am. I seem to remember that though. There was like a mini game collections you could buy. It was just the mini games, which a lot of adventure gamers would now. I'm expecting them to kind of just freak out about how that is terrible and that should never exist. I don't understand the dislike for, we'll say, arcade sequences in adventure games. Like, I think it mixes things up. It makes things a little more, I don't know, it does something cool. But then again, you're also talking to a guy who likes all sorts of games. Like, I guess if somebody just wants to focus on story or something, that's a decent thing. I don't know. See, and I'm starting to fall back into the groove. I'm like, all right, I know how to play this. I'm good. I even got my angles down a little bit better. Yeah, we're good. I'm just gonna keep going, and we'll cut back in when I've actually, Oh, there we go. I thought I needed 2 eggs to do that, but I only needed 1. So I'll come back when I've lost, and we'll see what my score was. Okay, I've got this. Oh, no, that egg totally hit him! Game over. Score 194. Okay. You guys saw that, right? The egg totally hit the dog, but he jumped up and got me. Oh, well. Alright, so we had our fun. If I recall correctly, we had, 59 Buckazoids when we started the game? What have we got now? 58. So it cost us 1 Buckazoid to play. That's actually not a bad, that's not bad. Alright. So let's go ahead and leave the arcade and continue our exploration of the mall. I think this might take us a little while to explore the entirety of this mall. It's a rather large mall. Come on, let's see if I can make it over. Make it over. No, you got this. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so let's continue moving and seeing what other stores and places are present within the mall of the Galaxy Galleria. We have a big and tall, and man, that alien looks like he's rather tall. I love that.
Jeez, this guy could be a whole basketball team.
He certainly could. Alright, so let's go ahead and go into the big and tall. I get the feeling that... I don't know if they'll have anything for us, but it is another clothing store, so... let's see what they have in here. Very interesting looking store.
Pardon me, sir. You appear to be in dire need of my services.
Yes, I am.
This is your friendly sales clerk. He's automated and comes complete with a built-in attitude.
Awesome.
I'm sorry, I lost my boots and the legs of my pants in a deadly fight with a giant sea slug, which I won in the nick of time with my clever thinking and my, cleverness.
I see. Well, all right. Let me get your measurements.
Now, doing this actually cuts off one of the possible, we'll say, dialogue things we could have seen later, but I don't know, maybe I'll load my game and I'll show that to you guys, I don't know, after the credits or something, after my blue screen, I don't know, we'll see.
We've got just the thing for the likes of you.
Now I'll do it in another episode.
I assume you will be wanting something in the generic Space Hero line?
Yes, I would like that very much.
These will do for you. Try them on in the dressing room here if you wish.
So, we're gonna go ahead and try on these new pants and boots and see how we look. Basically, we need to get, you know, our
You change your clothes, not forgetting the items in your pocket. You never know when you'll need them.
Basically, we need pants
You
because
step out looking good as new.
there are places, we'll say, within the mall that have a no shirt, no shoes
That
service.
will be a 20 buckasoids, please.
And rather, instead of service, I meant to say policy, but I was kind of trying to fit things in between dialogue. So we need to pay the gentleman, or else, you know, we will be shot or something. I don't know. I don't think you die to him. But anyways, let's pay him for the redo in our wardrobe.
Thank you so much for shopping with us, sir. Do come back soon.
I always like looking at some of the clothing here because it's kind of like, what kind of alien would wear this?
This looks like a pressure suit for something with upper body appendages. This suit is a replacement shell for some sort of exoskeletal wanderer. And hey, check out those boots. It looks like a slip cover for a snake. This one looks like it might have been designed for ceremonial function. The well-dressed alien will want to be seen in this lovely ensemble, perfect for those nights out at the Solar Ballet.
Oh, interesting. There's no dialogue for me clicking on this space.
The bargain shelves are loaded with all types of great things nobody would want.
Except for us, of course. Right up here, this part here is like a dead zone. And there's no looky here. And here too. Interesting. Usually when you're not clicking on a hotspot or something, you just get like a generic room-looking dialogue thing. Yeah, even the floor, there's nothing. So there's no room look description for this particular area. Interesting. All right. Well, we're working our way through the mall, so let's go ahead and save the game. Let's just go ahead and save it as progress again, because we're making some progress, but we're gonna have to end things here. So if you guys like the video and you like the content and you would like to see more of it, go ahead and give the video a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, leave it a thumbs down. Either way, let me know what you thought in the comment section. Next time, we're gonna go ahead and continue exploring the mall, and hopefully the next part of the story will unfold. We'll see next time. But until next time, I'd like to ask you all to game on.